know, is anyone using this repeater at this time? WW7ATS.
Nope, KI7 wireless hello.
Okay, thank you. We're just about ready to start the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Wanted to give anybody a chance to use the repeater for QSY or any of the priority traffic. So we'll be starting in just a moment.
Alright, just yell at the dog. KI7DOG.
KI7DOG. Marty, what's up tonight?
Yelling at the dog.
Okay, Marty, well, I'm going to go ahead and start up. Good evening. Good evening, Puget Sound. My name is James, and I am Whiskey Uniform 7 November. I'll be net control tonight for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net. This net meets on this repeater for the audio channel for about an hour starting at 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's the west coast of the United States on Wednesday and Saturday evening. Anyone with an amateur radio license is welcome. You can either just check in to see if your microphone push talk button still works and say hello and go in and out, or you can pass the entire net. Just let me know which one that is so I don't pass you by. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of amateur radio operators who take to the airwaves with FastScan, NTSC, analog video. You can find more information about us on the ever-helpful internet by searching on Western Washington Amateur Television Society, and then you'll find our website. Now, during this net, you can see the video we're talking about by looking at the WW7ATS website. Click on Streaming. There sometimes is a significant delay with that output. The video output can also be viewed directly on YouTube, but please understand we can't monitor and respond to all comments real time due to the time delay. The video is also transmitted on 1.2 gigahertz on the east side here on Bellevue. So, let me go through the list. I see we've got quite a few video check-ins. We've got Ron, KD7QKU. Let's see, we also have Bert, N7CS. Bob said he was going to be out tonight, so we got Richard, K7ITX. Wade, thank you for joining us. W7ITL, Jim, N7QO down in Covington, and myself, James, WW7ATS. Is there anyone else who'd like to join our net, either as an in or out, or to join us as we move through the list tonight? If so, come now. K7HYB. Hey, K7HYB, I have you down on the list. Number 3 in the stack. Is there anyone else who would like to join tonight?
KI7DOG.
KI7DOG, would you like to join us for the whole net tonight?
Yeah, I'll hang out. I don't have all the stuff you guys have, but yeah, I'll hang out.
Okay, I'll put you in the stack right after me. So let's go ahead and let's ask if anybody else wants to join. KI7 Marty, KI7DOG is joining us. Is there anybody else who'd like to join us, either for the net or for an in and out?
Is he going to monitor us on the YouTube on what? Is he going to look, see if he can find us? KD7QKU.
I don't know, Marty, did you need some more direction on that before we start?
You know, I'm just going to go with the radio analog. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not hooked up to anything else. I do apologize. So make me a secondary type of guy. KI7DOG. And I'll just be listening to the net and nothing else.
Okay, Marty. That's fine. Anybody can listen in or also just go in and out. So we're going to start this thing off. KD7QKU, Ron, take it away.
Okay, well, thank you very much. This is Ron, KD7QKU over in Tacoma. Yeah, I just wondered if he would go to our website and look at the streaming. I thought maybe he'd enjoy that. He has his computer running. So let's see. I noticed when I turned my computer on, there was an email from Mario. I don't know if anybody's read the email. I didn't take time to do it. But Mario sent us an email and sent us some pictures from California. So that's probably interesting to find out what Mario had to say. So Richard and I was having a discussion before it started here on those snow tracks that Richard bought to put on his shoe to walk on the ice. And we're saying that Joanne and I went down there by the zoo, and down by the ferry terminal there's a marina down there, and then there's also a new park, and it's beautiful right down there on the waterfront. And I thought it'd be nice, the sun was shining, we'd go down there and walk around. Well, it was so packed down, and it was just ice, and it was melting, and wet, slippery. Oh my goodness! So we did get out of the parking lot, and we walked down to the path, and walked alongside the path on the grass. I guess it would be, or dirt on the snow, so you couldn't get on the path. And Joanne, of course, was afraid she'd fall down, and I was asleep. We came home. And besides that, when I started down there, the alarm sounded in the car. It said the left rear tire was low, and it was 26 pounds. The rest of the tires were 33. And that was a little unnerving to her, too. And when I stopped, parked, and got out, I didn't look at the tire. And then I was going to drive down, down the length of the water there and look on the car. And then, of course, that reminder kept coming up. And so I turned around, came home, started up the little air compressor, and aired the tire up to 33 pounds. I don't know if it picked up a nail or something. So I guess we'll have to see in a few days if it's 33 pounds again. And I do have some video, Richard. I take just a little bit of video, so when it's around again, if you want to turn it on for my video, I'll show my video next time. So back to net, KD7QKU.
KD7QKU, this is Whiskey Uniform 7 November 1. Thank you very much for that. Let's go next down on the list to Bert N7CS. Take it away, Bert.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. Let's see, so I'm back from my unexpectedly long trip to Vegas. I was supposed to be there for 7 days, as I mentioned earlier on the business meeting, but ended up staying 10 because of flight delays. Some of those days I spent working remotely, but a lot of those days were vacation days or just general holidays. So I trying to write down what I'll do. We saw two different Vegas magicians this time. I think it was Nathan Burton and then Matt Franco. We did some new ride they have there called the Flyover, which is like a little 3D experience where you get to virtually, well, it's not virtually, yeah, I guess it's virtually. You're virtually flying over Iceland and then parts of the west of the United States. See, what else did we do? We managed to go to 2 buffets. Most of the buffets were closed, but there were a few that were still open. Lots of the lunch places we went to were super packed. Mask, update on how the mask wearing was this trip. So when I went in early December, I only saw about half the people wearing masks. And not many people wearing masks outdoors. Well, it was completely changed in just the 2 weeks since I last went. Everybody, 99% of people were wearing masks now, inside and outside, except when they were eating, of course. So I guess Omicron scared everybody. Either that or the rodeo folks were all out of town, and because I didn't see too many cowboy hats this time around. But yeah, and then one of the movie theaters I stayed at, I'll let it drop for a second. One of the hotels I stayed in actually had a movie theater inside of it. So my wife and I got to go see 2 movies we've been wanting to see for a while, the Ghostbusters Afterlife and Kingsman. That was just a huge hotel we were at with us. In addition to having a movie theater, it also had a gigantic bowling alley too. So it was a pretty wild that one was off the strip. It was one of the ones that the airline put us in for having a delayed flight. But yeah, so a fun trip, longer than expected, but I guess had I been home I wouldn't have been able to do anything with all the snow anyway. So those 3 days of free vacation that Alaska Airlines paid for worked out great for me. But anyway, this is Bert and Marysville. Finally back home. N7CS, back to that.
N7CS, this is WW7ATS. Bert, thank you very much for that Vegas report. That's the kind of news I feel like I can use. Let's go next to Gary, K7, Hotel Yankee Bravo. Take it away, Gary.
Yes, good evening all. Kilowatt 7 Hotel Yankee Bravo here. And one of the rare nights here over the last couple of months that I've been able to make it. Other things to go on, I've been trying to fulfill requirements for some clients that I have, and been kind of taking up my time here. But I tried to get a hold of Rich today with no success. He did not get answer in. And so consequently I don't have any information to report on the issues that we discussed at the meeting today. But I will continue to try and track them down and see where we're going. I was listening to the audio on the screen tonight, and it's pretty decent, but it's still got a lot of white noise in it. So it's very, very and it is maybe a little bit hot. So anyway, I don't know what the issue is there, but it's not terribly important until we get some more information to see what's coming down. So that's why it's 32 degrees out here. And I got outside and cleaned my cars off and started them up to make sure the batteries were charged. We haven't been out of the house in 4 days. We went out to go to lunch on Tuesday, and that was about it. Went out to go out, got our mail, and went to lunch and came back and it snowed that night. We got some more snow. Anyway, back to you, James, and Dave apparently is unavailable. Hope he's having a good time wherever he's at. He's he just said, oh well. Back to you, Larry, K7HYB. Apparently, I'm having a senior moment. What got your call tonight?
K7HYB, Whiskey Uniform 7 November, no problem with that. That only happens when the microphone button is pushed down. Let's go next to Richard, K7ITX. Take it away, Richard.
Okay, well, hi everybody. So speaking of the snow tracks that Ron was referring to, I actually brought up one that is totally installed. It's installed because it's just, I don't want to go anywhere without them right now, quite honestly. And so I've just decided to leave them on. But, I don't know, you can kind of see how they work. They fit on with tennis shoes, whatever you feel like you're going to wear that day. You just strap these around. It's rubber with a strap and then the studs on the bottom. So that's what that looks like anyway. Kind of dark on the YouTube video, but anyway, that's the result of my camera. So yeah, we have a pretty good turnout tonight. I have a couple other comments to make, but I'll save that for the next round. So with that, W7, wait, let me try this again. W7N. Oh no, that's why you use the phonetics. The W and the U that's a tongue twister right off the bat. WU7N. K7ITX, back to net control.
ITX WW7ATS, see, I can do it. Thank you very much, Richard. Let's see, next up on the list is Wade, W7ITL. Take it away, Wade. This is W7ATS, and good evening to everybody. Let's see, Bert, sounds like you had a fun time in Vegas, and got to see a few musicians, and got to eat a few buffets. Sounded like there was some flight issues, and maybe it was a good thing. I don't know if you got a chance to do any more activities, but sometimes it's better. Let's see. Jim, I wish we could have talked to the repeater owner, but, that is what it is. I got a chance to listen to the YouTube audio, and it's definitely distorted. I wouldn't necessarily think that, I don't know, but I'm just guessing. I don't think it has anything to do with that signal coming into it. It may be a little bit, but maybe there's something wrong either with the transceiver, audio coming out, or it's just too hot coming out of the receiver. Let me see, what else? I think this is going to be probably my last round for a couple rounds, because I have another night I'm going to be joining. But it's nice hearing you guys today twice, and we'll talk again on later. All right, W7ATS, back to net.
WW7ATS, WU7N. Thank you very much for that. I'd like to understand you'll just be listening to this and that. Is that really correct?
At least for this round, I have another net that I'm gonna just try to check in, and if I get back in time, I'll maybe do another round.
Okay, I understand. Thank you very much for joining us. Look forward to hearing from you again tonight. Let's go on then next to Jim out in Covington, November 7, Quebec, Oscar.
7QO. Thank you, Jim. Well, good evening, everyone. Wade, thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. See you maybe later or else next net. Let's see. Ron, yeah, I looked at that information which Mario sent us, and essentially he was saying Happy New Year to us. So that was nice of him to think of us. I hope he thought of us in a good way rather than those guys. But anyway, whichever. Bert, yeah, it sounds like you got a kind of a positive thing there, a little more time in Vegas. I hope your employer is not too upset with you. I certainly have had several employers who would have gone very crazy on me, but not everyone has jobs like that, so that's good anyway. I have a friend who is supposed to be arriving today, as a matter of fact. Don't know if she made it or not. It's a woman from our church, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how long it takes her to ultimately get here. Thanks for the update on what's going on with the masks in Vegas as well. Let's see, Gary. Yeah, this week has been really crazy. I haven't left the house all week. We did not have any trash pickup this week, and also we had no mail whatsoever for the entire week. Dick, let me reset. Dick, it looks like on your shoes, it looks like you've got snow tires versus the slicks that I've got. I've got smooth leather soles on my shoes, and I don't know, it's kind of incentive for me not to go outside any. But that's pretty cool anyway. Thanks for showing us that. That helps everyone get a better idea of how they fit onto your shoes, and they certainly appear to stay on there pretty securely on your shoes anyway. WU7N and 7QO.
This is WW7 Net Control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Let's give Marty a chance. KI7DOG, did you want to say anything out there? Is there anyone else who'd like to see if the microphone button works on their push-to-talk microphone? If you've got a license to transmit, either from the Canadian Department of Industry or the U.S. FCC, we'd love to hear from you. Does anyone else want to join the night or just say hi? Okay, my name is James, WW7N for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Let's see, I also got that email, the New Year's greeting email from Mario, and as discussed, I did send a personal thanks back to him, thanking him for the signal report, and I let him know it was a topic of discussion here. Richard, thank you for the pictures starting off the net with the tow tracks. That's on my list of things. You know, a great coach once said you don't have to teach a great athlete anything new. You just have to keep reminding them of the basics. I've been through cold weather before, and I can't believe the number of things I kind of forgot about. Because I think over the last 8 days I've been out of my house 2 times because it was just so incredibly slick on the hills out in front of my house. So that's one of the things, and maybe I'll hit the other 3 and see if anybody else can come up with stuff they wish they would have done before this cold snap came in. But, you know, we're just not used to 10-degree Fahrenheit temperatures around here, I guess. Ron, the story of your electronic tires is kind of funny. I remember a famous scene in a science fiction movie. Can anybody remember the title of the science fiction movie? It's probably 70s maybe, and the bomb was completely sentient and intelligent on the spaceship. And what happened was the bomb was lowered out of the bomb bay, and then the spaceship wouldn't release it. So they had to discuss with the bomb why it should not blow up. That's a really great series of scenes in science fiction. I think that's where our cars are headed. That is having to talk them into going somewhere, not having them blow up. Well, anyway, Bert, 10 days in Vegas instead of 7 days, I call that a first world problem. I think you came out pretty well on that one. I hope it wasn't too disruptive to you, but if you saw 2 magicians, then the only thing I'd say is we need more magicians in the Federal Reserve and the federal government. That's what we need. We don't need it in Vegas anymore. Thank you very much for the mask update, the mask report. That's the kind of news I think is really valuable news. It comes straight from the source, and I really appreciate that. Last thing I'll say here is I was able to snag the International Space Station signal. Let's see, it was the morning of the 31st was I think the last time they were transmitting it, and I was able to capture it. I think Jessica is the person in our group that also did that, and I don't know if I got the file long enough to actually get a picture. So if anybody knows how long the file has to be, I think it was SD30 full scan mode, because I definitely heard the signal, and I got it, and then for some reason it faded, perhaps because of the location of my antenna in a window, and then it came back again. So I don't know if I got enough to actually get a picture or not. So with that, this is James, WU7N. Let's go back to the top to Ron, KD7QKU.
Okay, W7N in the group, KD7QKU. So if you'll switch me in, Richard, I'll show this video. Going to be kind of short, so I don't see it coming up anyplace.
Yeah, I'm just switched in, Ron, but you're not producing a signal.
But maybe my IP address is wrong. So anyway, alright, well, it's not much to see anyway. It's only about a minute long. So that'll work next time, I guess. I was going to walk over to the park where Wade and his son live. You know, there's lots of people. This park across the street must be, 5 acres or more. And I would guess it's about 5 acres. And the road leaving my house to the west gradually goes up, and then it tees on, what is it, Richard? Darrell's Way or something. Anyway, and you turn left, and then you look down into the park, and you're higher. So the people then go down that bank into the park, and they got a pretty good run with a sled, with their kids and their plastic sleds and stuff. So that works good. So anyway, I've been going to walk up there, but it's like I can't pry my eyelids open. Just like tonight after dinner, I sat down and was going to watch the bowl game playing. I forget who was playing out. And next thing I know, my wife is waking me up saying, "Hey, don't you have a nap tonight?" So when my belly's full, I've got a glass of wine, my eyelids go shut. So anyway, that's about it. Back to that KD7 to KU.
Ron, KD7 QKU, James WW7ATS. Let's go to Bert, N7CS.
Okay, nice to talk to everybody again. James, I think that movie you're thinking about might be Dark Star, but it looks like okay. And let's see, some other things I did in Vegas. I went to a 4D theater where they showed like little 15-minute clips of movies, and I don't know if you've ever been to one of the 4D theaters or not, but they do things like they blow bubbles inside, they shoot water like mist at you, there's like a little, I don't know what you call it, some kind of a thing in the back of the seat that they'll poke you with so that you think someone's like touching you. And of course the seat vibrates. They've got like giant bass speakers and subwoofers in your seats and things like that. So that was pretty fun. So here's something. Apparently Microsoft had a really nasty bug in their Exchange email systems that happened on January 1st. So once the year rolled over to 2022, Microsoft Exchange, I think it was like 2013 and 2016 systems, or 2016 and 2019, they could no longer send emails or receive emails. So unless you turned off a security feature. So everybody's turned off the security features in their Exchange servers right now, I guess, until Microsoft gets the patch out. So that won't be very good for people. But then, it looks like I did send information to Mario earlier today with information on how to join our club mailing distribution list. So hopefully, it looks like he was able to successfully do that. I authorized him to get on the list earlier today. So, but okay, well that's probably it for this round. This is Burton Merkel in 7CS. Back to net.
N7CS, this is WW7. Thank you very much, and thank you for getting that invite off to Mario, too. Appreciate that. Let's go to K7HYB. Gary, take it away.
WU7N and the group, K7HYB. Yeah, well, it's nice. Bert, I'm glad you had a good time in Vegas. I would have liked to have gone down there, too. I was supposed to go, Carol was supposed to go to Reno. I don't know if it was last year, but anyway, that bowling alley that you saw down there, my wife was bowled down there a couple times at the thing. She goes down there for the women's tournament, and they have it here. I think she's been down there twice over the time. She's been, I guess next year they're going to go to Reno. So maybe I'll go down with her, I don't know. Depending on what the situation is here as far as the COVID is concerned. But it doesn't look good. Things are really loaded by my son, my number 2 son, who lives here in Monroe. He was out cleaning his gutters on Christmas Day. And the ladder shifted on him, he fell off, and he shattered his elbow. So he's been in and out, he had surgery that night. They got it repaired,
And then, of course, they tested him for COVID, and it didn't come up positive, but he still had fever, still running fever on Tuesday. So they took him down for COVID. Now this whole family has got it. In one shape or another, one form or another. And my son is an anti-vaxxer. He and his family are anti-vaxxers, unfortunately. So I don't know. And I'm afraid to go on just for the squad driving the damn cell phone. Like, I don't know what that we were going to do. We were supposed to go New Year's Eve out to East of the Winds. We had a free buffet and show to go to out there, and I see a message from Mario. So anyway, we were supposed to go out that, and we just decided it wasn't worth risking our lives to go out there and try and do that. So we just stayed on and watched the Space Needle blow up. That was fun. Anyway, and I got a really strong. I'm sorry, I timed it off. Gary, K7HYB, this is WW7N. Did you have, the last thing we heard, I think, was the Space Needle. Did you have anything else for this round? No, I'll get it next time. Okay, let's go on next to Richard, K7, India Tango X-Ray. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's pretty fantastic for Bert. I mean, I've been to Vegas several times, usually 3 or 4 day trips, and I was always really ready to get the heck out of there after that. But then I was a heavy drinker back then too, so that could have been part of the problem. Now that I'm not, I'm intrigued about staying there longer. I don't know, 7 days, yeah, 10 days? Woo! Wow. So yeah, no, and then under the circumstances, with the pandemic and masks and buffets, and yeah, no, I love the buffets. Obviously, just take one look at my double chin here and you can figure that out real fast. So yeah, what a bummer, Gary. I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think we need to elaborate on your situation. It's just extremely unfortunate, and I think you guys deserve some prayers in my pillow tonight. You'll get them. Okay, so. I've also heard from Mario. I actually invited Mario to the net and gave him all the criteria and credentials what he could use, and but I'll be darned, the guy's working night shift in Pasadena for the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and I thought, wow. This is someone we want to hear from more often when I realized that. So that's pretty exciting that, when I look at some of the pictures and some of his handicraft that we've experienced, firsthand, coming from the W7ATS warehouse, so to speak, I guess I'm not really totally surprised that JPL thought that he'd be a good employee. Another thing I wanted to throw out there, I know that Covington Jim and both James have looked at that
and I don't mean to belabor that YouTube video about the kit airplane crash. I was more interested in the person who has the channel, this guy, Dan Greider. Seems like kind of a... Well, that's one thing I've noticed about airline pilots. There's 2 or 3 of them that are very, very outspoken, to say the least. And so they have these channels, and I guess they make a dime or 2 off of them. But the crazy thing about Dan, I said at first, when I first heard about him, I thought it was kind of a crackpot. He came out at CooperCon in Portland. So November 24th or 27th, it's either 24th. Anyway, November 24th, 1971. So 20 years ago, that's when D.B. Cooper did the hijacking. And so anyway, Dan Greider, his claim to fame for the moment anyway is he knows who the hijacker is or was. He's passed away now. But he literally has what just came out just very recently in the fall, a documentary. I started the documentary, I got about 15 minutes into it, and I thought, ooh, this will be good, I'm going to save it for later. So I'm yet to see how he knows that it's D.B. Cooper, but he did go to I think I might have mentioned that he went to the full length of jumping out of an airplane with the suit on and kind of trying to mimic D.B. Cooper landing in Southwest Washington with this bundle of money that there's no way Cooper could have held on to it. So with that, K7ITX back to net control. Richard, K7ITX, this is James WW7N with the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Ooh, it's my turn, I'll have a comment on that. D.B. Cooper is one of my favorite heroes, also mentioned a lot of fiction too. Looks like Wade made it back just in time. W7ITL. Do you want to take the microphone? Yeah, I can take the mic. I just want to apologize. I think I got mixed up on who had called Rich earlier for the audio issues that were going on. But I just want to make another comment about some of the other things. So the YouTube video is pretty good tonight as far as the synchronization goes. I think I was clocking about 2 to 3 seconds at most, so that's pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen it that good on latency. I missed out on some of the other conversations and responses while I was out at my other net. So I think I'll stick around and listen to the next round, and maybe I'll have some more to talk about. This is W7ITL. Back to Matt. Thanks. W7ITL, this is James WW7N. Well, thank you for rejoining our net. Let's go to the next person, which is Jim out in Cummington, N7QO. Take it away, Jim.
N7QO, thank you, Jim. Wade, thank you for that report on the YouTube. I have not been watching that since I've been doing the Zoom stuff for video here from in the house. Not going out to the shack. I've got some medical issues that's kind of keeping me closer to the house here. Hopefully that should be resolved. Let's see. I had a doctor appointment December 23rd. I've got another one not firm yet, but sometime in late January. I get, oh my goodness, that's this month. I get an evaluation. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I found the YouTube not to be all that useful because of the delay in particular, but
I do recall that not too long ago, someone, I think it was maybe Rob, made some changes, and it sounds like that made a big difference. So thank you for reporting on that, because when I make it out to the shack, that will be my backup visual system. So that's good. Let's see. Ron, you were talking. Ron's not there. Oh, there he is. Ron, you were talking about the sled, the park by your house, and how there's a pretty long sled run there. I remember just recently, it seems to me Wade was showing his son going down there, and I was amazed at how long that sled run was. That looks like a lot of fun, actually. It's kind of, I'm hesitant to say something like that. It's like if an old guy like me goes down the hill, everyone's going to point and laugh. But anyway, it looked like fun. Reset. Gary, it sounds like your son experienced a major bout of bad luck. Sorry about that. And sounds like it got everyone involved, kind of. I hope everyone recovers well, and I hope you and your wife stay healthy. Hang in there, and we'll pray for you. Kit Plane, you mentioned on the last one there was a CG problem with the thing. Interesting you say that. Here at the house, there are 3 airplanes right now which are sitting on their tails because there's too much snow on their tail feathers. So there was actually another, but the fellow went out and took a snow brush and brushed the snow off of his tail. And then I saw him get a ladder and try to get the top of his wings as well. So yeah, CG is an important thing. D.B. Cooper, yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. That fellow who did the video for the kit plane crash, I can't say that I've heard anything about him prior to this video, but yeah, I don't know, there are always a few people out there who want to make some sort of comments on YouTube. I guess there's some way that one can get compensation for that. I don't know. But anyway, that was pretty interesting. Thanks for that, Dick. WU7N and 7QO.
N7QO, Jim. This is Whiskey Uniform 7 November, James. Net control for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Well, Ron, thank you very much for the video attempt. Let's make sure we can get that going. Oops, and switch. Stand by 1. Streaming there, for anybody who's watching us, that 3-4 seconds delay, you should see me on there with a baseball cap on. So anyway, it's Bert, I'm reminded of 2 things. First of all, I think it was George Orwell's, it was Brave New World that had the feel around vision, where you sat in the movie theater and it would directly tie into your nervous system. I understand I saw something where allegedly the Chinese are working on direct cerebral input and output to control systems. So maybe we're not too far away from that. Yeah, right, exactly. There'll be a USB port. Fictional movie Circuitry Man goes into that a great deal, which is really interesting. Social commentary on what's happening today and where it's going. Also, the tagline, Max Headroom always started with 15 minutes into your future is how each show started. Remember that one? And of course, then there was Futurama, that always would broadcast in smell-o-vision, which was actually a real thing. They would actually dump scents that you could smell with your nose into the movie theater, and of course the most important one was popcorn smell, just before intermission to give you the idea to go buy popcorn. Bert, for the report on exchange. I've always said when it comes to exchange email, what could possibly go wrong? So now, I guess they're having to turn off all of the security features in order to get emails. Maybe Wade has a comment on that when his turn comes up. Also, Bert, thank you very much for the Mario invite. That's good. Gary, my prayers go out to your son and his family. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine falling off a ladder and then ending up getting COVID at the hospital. And last thing I want to mention, Richard, I think there was a bundle of money found and turned in by a kid down where allegedly where D.B. Cooper jumped. So there's three miracles there. First of all, he managed to clear the aircraft, or at least that bundle of money did. Then a kid found it, and if it was me when I was a kid, wow, he turned it in. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, a giant bundle of money, I would have gotten into so much trouble. Anyway, this is James, WW7ATS for the Western Washington Amateur Television Society. Let me pause for a minute and ask if there's anybody who'd like to check in, say hello, do an in and out, see if that microphone button works. If so, come now. Nothing heard, so let's take it back to the top. Ron, KD7QKU, take it away.
Okay, this is Ron, KD7QKU. Well, Richard, if you'll switch me in again, I think I know what was wrong. I forgot to switch it. But,
WA0LGF disconnected. WA0LGF disconnected. WA0LGF disconnected. It switched, but I don't see a picture, so what's going on? K7ITX.
well, I see it here on my monitor, but I don't know why you guys aren't seeing it over there. I see it on my laptop. But anyway, it looks beautiful. Sorry about that. You can see how wide the trail is. It's a paved trail, and people have just trampled it down, and it was so icy. So, I was going to mention a couple other things. I'm sorry, Gary, to hear about your son. That's really too bad. KN95 mask. Has anybody heard about KN95 mask? Okay. So they're supposed to be better than the old 95, N95. It looks like they have ear loops and stuff on them. The N95s that we have, they have, one that you have to put over your head and then another one you have to put over your head, which I find very uncomfortable to put on. So anyway, I think I'm going to order the KN95. Somebody's sending me a text message, maybe it's Wade. I'll have to look and see. So back to that KD7QK.
Ron, okay, so the third failure of the video, you have to describe each scanning line on the NTSC signal as fast as you can and describe it to us over the audio channel. Anyway, I hope we get that troubleshot. I'd like to see the video. So next on the list is Bert N7CS. Take it away, Bert.
Okay, let's see, Gary, sorry to hear about your son, both the accident and then getting COVID with what sounds like probably got it at the actual hospital. And between the two trips I did to Vegas this month, or in December, I was there for probably 17 days in total, between the two, did I do that right? 14 plus 3, 17 days in total. With so many people, like the first trip not wearing masks, and then like when we sit down and eat in all the restaurants, with everyone not wearing masks there, I'm hoping I don't end up coming down with it, even though I'm boosted and everything. It's just, it sounds like Omicron doesn't really care if you're got the vaccine and boosted or not. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm okay, but we'll see. Let's see, someone was talking about a giant bundle of money. Well, that reminded me, I put my $2 into the Powerball lottery. That's up to $5 500 million, I think, now. So we'll see if anybody wants the drawing tonight. I got my $2 in, so one ticket there. And but yeah, D.B. Cooper, I thought I had heard like just a couple years ago that someone on their deathbed ended up admitting they were D.B. Cooper, but I tried looking into that real quick, and I guess it was not a credible deathbed confession or something, so I guess it wasn't them after all. Oh yeah, one other thing that happened to me last week, I got a senior price for the first time when I went to go see one of the movies. My wife did too. When we went to go see Ghostbusters, total price for both tickets, total price was $8. Where normally when we go to see movies, it's like $26 or something by the time we're out of there. So I guess that worked out for us. Okay, but anyway, this is Bird Marshall, N7TS, back to that.
N7TS, your first diesel discount. Hey, congratulations. Let's go next on the list. Gary, K7, Hotel Yankee Bravo. Take it away, Gary.
Well, I'll try not to time it out this time. WW7N, K7HYB. And, the thing about when we stayed up New Year's Eve and watched the fireworks at the Space Needle. We were supposed to go to the Emerald Queen and didn't make it. And yeah, my son, I don't know, I thought he was smarter than that. He's an ex-Marine. Maybe he thinks he's well all that. I don't know. But anyway, our two granddaughters are not well, and their mother is not well, and he's not well, and it's just and they want us to. They were supposed to come down to the house on Christmas Day, and of course, obviously that did not happen. which I'm very glad of, because Carol and I are trying to stay all healthy, and we would triple boosted, so hopefully that'll take things out. And Jim, on that money, I think that I don't think it was spendable. It was, if I remember the pictures of that I saw on the news, it was pretty well powdered up and degraded to the point where if you'd have taken it any place, somebody would say, where did you manufacture that? So that's kind of the way it goes. Okay, next roll out, it's probably not going to get to me next time, so I'll make this my 73s. And good night all, good to see you. We'll talk to one of you, we'll see you Wednesday night. WC7N, K7HYB, I'm clear.
7HYB, WU7N. Let's go to the microphone to Richard, K7ITX.
I'll agree with you, Gary. I saw pictures of the money. I lived in Portland, actually, when they found the money, and it wasn't all the money, but it wasn't even close to all the money. It was just a couple handfuls or stacks, and if you would have taken that to the bank, maybe one or two bills they might have traded them out, but I mean, by the time you went to that 5th or 6th National Bank of Oregon, with that kind of money, I think they'd come after you for sure. They'd want to know where you got this stuff. I don't think the bank would. Someone high from another authority would ask the bank, where did you get this? And it just kind of trickled down to you, and I guess the bag of money was really more like a duffel bag that you have to hold with two arms when you jump out of the plane. And of course, just to pull the ripcord. Well, the other problem was falling at 200 miles an hour beyond the specifications of the parachute. So you have to let go of the money to
to slow yourself down, spread your arms out, pull the ripcord, because I think you have to be, according to Dan Greider, you got to be a little closer to 160 miles an hour, so he discovered that in his, I guess I'd call it a full-scale test. The only thing he didn't have, well, the big difference with his test was that it was just a single-engine small light plane at 6,000 feet when the 727 was at 7,000 feet. But I guess they're at similar speeds in the same general area, but just the thought of having to spread your arms means that you have to let go of the money. Or maybe he didn't let go and kersplat, the parachute didn't open. I don't know, but anyway, I want to see the end. I'll let you know when I get to the end of that 2-hour documentary. I'll tell you what Dan's findings are. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. K7ITX, 73, everybody, back to net control. Okay, well, turn your mic over to W7ITL. Ray, take it away. W7ITL, this is an interesting topic going on tonight about D.B. Cooper. I've heard reports that maybe D.B. Cooper was in cahoots with the airline staff. I watched the documentary about it. It's just all funny that he was able to evade police and authorities for so long, and then all the kind of discrepancies and his ability to be able to pull that off at the speeds and such of the plane. And yeah, I think there's something going on there, and yeah. So, and then it sounds like Bert, you got to experience your first senior discount with your wife. I think it was a senior. Yeah, I don't know. I thought you had to be, in your 60s or so to get that discount. I didn't know that there's below the threshold on that. You have to let me know a little bit more about that later. Let's see. I was going to let Ron know you should be able to use your video now. I updated the information that you provided, so it should work. I don't think we're going to get around to, and maybe it'll hold until next time we meet. And then, sincere condolences to Gary and his family and the kind of the issues they've been having with all the things falling to water and getting COVID, and the two daughters also getting sick. Oh wow, this is not being able to see family during Christmas time. And with that said, I don't think I have anything other than that. Yeah, James, that was pretty cool. You mentioned the Max Headroom. I watched and I listened to a podcast about him and the conspiracies around the whole show, and we had somebody try to pull out a pirated TV station or something, and they use Max Headroom as part of that. Alright, well this is W7ITL. I'm going to turn that back. Thank you for letting me chat here, and we'll talk to you guys all later.
Break. Maybe Richard could switch me in and I could show it while N7QO talks. Is that possible? Want to see if it works.
Yeah, well, that's up to net control. Yeah, it's a short video, right? Because I think we're bumping up against more time over here.
It's running, but I don't see it on the streaming.
I don't see it either. I think I'd like to see the video definitely next time, because I would like to definitely see it. But I think we're out of time. The clock has struck the top of the hour. Before we shut down the net, is there anyone who'd like to say hello to the Western Washington Amateur Television Society? Anybody at all? I see it.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, Jim N7QO. Accept my apology.
Come on, Ron.
Western Washington Amateur Television Society. I'd like to thank the owners and operators of the repeater for letting us use the OA repeater for our audio channel. And I'd like to thank all the patient amateur radio operators out there for giving us clear space on Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. This is WW7N. Happy New Year and good night to all. WW7ATS disconnected.